for some football. Welcome into Lumen Field in Seattle. Tonight, a pair of NFC West rivals set to do battle. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks.
Please welcome your 2026 Seattle Seahawks.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And away we go from Lumen Field. Isaac Galindo to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So here come the 49ers for their opening drive. They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
From Mr. Irrelevant just 3 years ago to one of the highest-paid quarterbacks in the NFL, Brock Purdy has just been the model of competitive grit. And, Kate, these 49ers just feed off of it. Is he the most talented? No. But he plays with tremendous heart, and his teammates follow him.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Motioning left is their running back. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's out of bounds beyond the 35-yard line.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Purdy will sneak it. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. 4th down coming up.
It takes an impressive amount of strength, that lone man winning, to hold the line against a sneak, even when you know it's coming. That's well done.
On 4th down, looks like 49ers sending out Thomas Morstead and out of punt. And I imagine they were hoping they wouldn't need to bring him out so soon into this game. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out, one of the league's best stories from last season, wasn't he? The former number 3 overall pick, coming off that career-defining year, Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Play fake, Darnold. That's caught. Here's that Charbonnet. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping him off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting him even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. Secures this at the 17. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. San Francisco headed out for its second possession of the game. And they haven't gotten very far into their opening script yet, have they? Just a 3 and out to begin this game. So first and 10 now from the 30. Purdy on the play action. Throw right side is caught by Jennings. Able to take this to about the 35. That's a gain of 5 on the play.
You know, kid, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the gun is Purdy. Gets him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
49er first down.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. McCaffrey running between the tackles. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Hey, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Short pass brought in. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. On the counter, McCaffrey. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. Finds him over the middle. Short pickup on the play to about the 40. Tackle made by the rookie from South Carolina, Nick Emanwari.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
On third down, Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back, McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Just get this guy touches. I don't care how, I don't care when. Just find unique ways to get this running back the ball, and over time, he's going to make you pay.
On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. We'll cobble together a yard there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Purdy throwing here. Finds him on the crossing route. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And the 49er first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Dump off to his fullback. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz, and he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Again, left side to McCaffrey. He's actually going to lose yards here. They take him down at the 10-yard line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Slot man in motion left. Purdy out of the gun on third down. He brings it in. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Defenses are fine with surrendering that completion if it means making a stop short like they did and bringing up fourth down.
Yeah, I like when these defensive coordinators say they want to populate the ball. And that was a perfect example of it. Don't let the playmaker get started.
Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that will get them on the board.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's Derink Young to return this. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. And they haven't gotten their legs under them on offense just yet, Brock. 3 plays and a punt on their opening drive. Seahawks just about set. Here's first and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. Saw Wade hit it quick. Call that a gain of 7. Nicely done.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
Nice run last play. Sets up second and 2. Running with Walker again. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Donald off to play action. And that is how our first quarter will end as that pass falls incomplete. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They start out second and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Darnold. Completed over the middle. And cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
We're drawn up front. And ooh, this one does not have a chance. They were ready for that one, and the effort brings up fourth down.
Man, it is tough to fool this defense with how they just react to these plays, Kate. They held that line, the QB keeper, it gets 0.
So another punt coming up. Michael Dixon back out there. D for the 49ers is Sky Moore. And this one skips out of bounds and will be marked inside the 30. Now out comes the San Francisco offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. They'll motion him out of the backfield left. Purdy looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game. Pearsall there to grab it. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Dumped off to his running back. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. This one's out to Pearsall on the left side. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. To the air again. Purdy. This is Cox going right back to Pearsall. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move the chains! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
And the 49er 1st down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Play action now with Purdy. That's brought in by Jennings. And he's taken down at the 30. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back now, pressure coming. Completed left side there to Jennings. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, Right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A run with McCaffrey. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
2 yards on the play. First down, 49ers.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
Offense needs to shake off that sack in a hurry as they get ready for 2nd down and 13. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Finds his target, Robinson. And he's going to work it to the 20. Brought down by Rick Woolen.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Robinson. Shut down after a gain of about a yard. That's going to bring up 4th down.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Eddie Pinheiro out to try to put up 3 here for the Niners. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Pinheiro's kick is good. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Young on the return. Jukes away from one. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense running out now. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a walk and run. With a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Now we are still waiting for the scoring for anybody really to get going as we've hit our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. 3rd down here, need 8 on the play. They'll air it out on 3rd. Throw right side, finds Cup. And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short.
It's a gain of 11.
And gain 11 on that play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Shuffle pass complete. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first to 3. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this second down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Here's Darnold to throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. They kick the running back in motion. And again, it's Darnold. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And this is the punt you want every time. He bounces out of bounds and sticks them inside their own 10. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's Purdy to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're not going to stop him until he gets out to that 16-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Play action now. Purdy. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Back to the air on 2nd. Purdy finds him over the middle. And he'll have it up to around the 23-yard line on the play.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Again, it's Brock Purdy. Hits his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
New set of downs for them from the 31. To throw again, it's Purdy. He'll drop this down to McCaffrey underneath. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The 49ers will call their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. covered just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
Purdy on 3rd and 1. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Thomas Morstead on the punt. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. All right, they're only going to have enough time for one more snap here before we reach halftime.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on 1st down. Here's a design run. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here no doubt made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our 3rd quarter. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Seahawks sending their offense out to begin the 3rd quarter. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. The 3rd quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts, it's a very minimal gain.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Running back sent in motion left. Play fake, Darnold. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
Throwing is Darnold on 3rd down. And this one's going to be close. Did he get both feet inside the chalk? Oh, no, he did not. Great effort, but an incomplete pass.
The issues this offense has been having, well, they extend well beyond 3rd down today. You can just look up that big goose egg on the scoreboard, but now time's not on their side either.
Looking to return from the 29. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. So here come the 49ers on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out, so they punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. Purdy to throw it. Completed over the middle. Rolling into enemy territory. Hits the 20. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers push their lead further to start the half. Ricky Pearsall with the touchdown. I think we actually saw him call it early there, Brock. He made that throw, and then he signaled it was going to be a touchdown. Like a guy calling it before his three-pointer goes through the net.
Oh, you mean like Larry Legend Bird in the three-point shooting contest in the 80s?
Well, maybe like a Tyrese Maxey, but whatever.
The kids aren't alive, I get it. And they weren't alive in the 80s. They didn't see Larry Legend do it, but he did. And he anticipated, just like the quarterback.
No, he loves to do this. Kyle Shanahan telling his offense to stay out there, tack on two more.
The 49ers will line up for the two-point conversion.
Here's Purdy to throw for it. And he brings it in, so the decision to go for two looks like a good one. They've got a 14-0 lead.
14. Seahawks, nothing.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for two, but that risk pays off.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
Shaheed now to return. He's stopped on the run back of the 27. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. 1st and 10, Darnold. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get it past midfield and down on the 49er side.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now an inside give to Walker. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
So often we talk about the individual having to move on to the next play. Well, that was a perfect picture of the collective. That defense staring down 2nd and 1 rose to the occasion collectively.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. QB sneak coming. And they're going to down him by contact as they've got enough for a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Here's Darnold. 1st and 10. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's keeping it again.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the net's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. gun. Here's Darnold. To the left and pulled in by Cup. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Shaheed motioning right. Throwing on first. Here's Darnold. Taken in by Shaheed. And he gets this forward to the 19.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 19-yard line.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. Line up the design keeper. And they're not going to get an inch on this 2nd down play. Good job containing that run right at the line.
Boy, is it tough to fool this defense with how well they read and react to these plays. Held that line, and the QB keeper gets nada.
All right, 2 yards to go here on 3rd down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. That's the line. He's going to run for it. Give him 8 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. There's a screen now for Walker. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
From the gun, Darnold. 49ers close it in, and down he goes. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. That's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
Over. Roy.
3rd and long for him here. He completes it in traffic. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on 4th down. This is going to be a 32-yarder from the left hash. Myers' kick is good. And here in our 3rd quarter, finally able to get their first points of this game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Lindo to return it. Now bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
And a 49er first down. First and 10.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Pretty throwing here on first. Has a man downfield, it's Jennings. And he's going to have this one down to the 20. It goes for a 38-yard pickup. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First down. 38 yards on the play. And a 49er first down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Going with McCaffrey on the ground. That played good for, looks like about 6. Second down upcoming.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the gun is Purdy. And he's going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers stretch their lead to a 3-score advantage. George Kittle, the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with, right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
Pinheiro good on the extra point. And the 49ers push their lead to 18.
Seahawks 3.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff.
Set to kick off.
Young on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Seahawks are headed out, and we'll see Kenneth Walker. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. They'll motion him out of the backfield. Here's Darnold to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
This is Walker on 2nd. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No third down required now.
Now Darnold. Hits him on the in route. And he's going to be drugged down. It looks like at that 37-yard line.
16 more yards. That's another Seahawks first down.
So we're through 3 here. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. We've set a downs from 37. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Darnold completes it again to Smith and Jigba. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
23 more yards. That's another Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 14-yard
That's just awesome,
line.
Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moments. He's at the 1. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Let's get that touch. We going him out. We going him out. We going him out.
They'll run with Charbonnet. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Seahawks get it back to within 2 possessions. Zach Charbonnet with the touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks make it an 11-point ball game.
21. Seahawks 10.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Moore with a return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. '49ers to the line. First and 10. Handoff headed left to McCaffrey. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, they're going to tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends would get you.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. To the air on 3rd and long. Kittle makes the catch. And he takes it down to the 33. They pick up a 34 yards on that play. And that means it'll be first down San Francisco.
49er first down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Looking to throw, Purdy. Finds a seam down the middle. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
McCaffrey running between the tackles. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mopped up, too.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. Gain of about 8 here. Nice pickup, but he stopped a second before he can move those chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. They stick with McCaffrey. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
It's weird to say, and it certainly won't show up on the stat sheet, but I want to give a lot of credit to that runner. Even though it didn't gain a yard, it actually took a heck of an effort just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So 4th down is going to bring out Eddie Pinheiro and the 49ers field goal unit for the first time. Pretty easy kick here, Brock, just 22 yards. Pinheiro's kick is good, and that extends their lead to 14.
Those 3 points could go a long way to securing this W. Makes it a lot more comfortable knowing the other side's got to score a couple touchdowns now. A touchdown to field goal's not going to get it done anymore.
Eddie Pinheiro set
now
to
Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Shaheed now to return. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Seahawks offense ready to get going once again. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. First call here coming from the shotgun. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Throwing here, Darnold. Cut out left. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And in the hands of his running back, Walker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Short pass brought in. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
At the 45-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
And again, it's Darnold. Got for big yards on the right side. And he has this down to the 34. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
Well, you don't normally get that type of outcome on a slant. You're just looking for a little short yard gain. But find the right type of athlete with space to work before and a perfectly placed ball after the catch. Well, it's a perfect play to break it big.
Here's Darnold, 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Ball still on that 34-yard line, 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Darnold. Pass it down close. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
It's one of those situations that I really can't critique the defensive call at all. I mean, the X's and O's were everything you want, but unfortunately, the Jimmies and Joes, in double coverage of that tight end, couldn't get it done.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. Dumped off to his running back. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
From the gun, Darnold makes the catch, and he takes it down to the 2, but no touchdown yet. He's out of bounds. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Walker, and he takes this one in for a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks now within 1 score in the 4th. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating a defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
Myers to add the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Seahawks 17.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Moore with a return. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. We've set it downs for him from the 31. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. One of the tight ends motioning left. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Now Seattle going to call a second timeout. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more when they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They're going to pass it here. And he's going to be touchdown. Brock looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll motion him out of the backfield. He'll look to throw it. And they got there in time. He's taken down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
As we're into the 4th quarter, we know this. We know that money down could not be any more important than right now. Both sides are certainly fatigued. You feel it in both their play. But battling through what's been a physical contest all game long, going to be the key here down the stretch.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. Thomas Morstead will kick it away. He's got it. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Cooper caught the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
We're approaching 50 seconds to play. It's 2nd and 10. Here he is to throw. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be pushed out up near that 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
At the 38-yard line.
A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. Back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Darnold now to throw. Escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the 49ers as we say so long from Seattle.